to this week's edition of the Adman and Robin Show, brought to you by the Real Marketers of New York. Today, we are going to share with you our number one strategy for helping you get your business more visible on Google. And best of all, it's free.
It's so true. If you do this right, you're going to actually have the equivalent of a full page, full color ad at the top of Google, right? For free. Now, if you do it wrong, you could end up like this poor bakery in Florida that ended up with a rat as their mascot. And they didn't want to do that. Somebody actually did it for them. We're going to show you how to stay away from that. So we're going to give you a quick 5-step program, real quick, just 5 quick steps on how you can do this. Jump on this before your competition, because listen, being on the internet, getting customers from the internet, it just shouldn't be that hard. And we're going to make sure that we do this fast with this little egg here. So go.
All right, step 1, you've got to claim and verify your Google My Business listing. So why are you going to do this? You're going to do this by going to the URL www.google.com/business. There you input the name of your business. Now you're going to have some kind of a Google identifier, like a Gmail address, etc.
Identifier?
Yes, some way to get into Google. And put your physical address. Now this is really important. It must be accurate and it must match the address you have in other places, such as your website. Once you do that, Google sends a postcard. That's right. One of the largest tech firms in the world, they're sending you a postcard. And you have to retrieve the postcard
and it
at
looks
your
like junk
business.
mail.
Right. And you have to retrieve it, get the code, and then input the code on your GMB. That's what we call it, the Google My Business profile. Once you verify that you are the business owner, you can make sure that pictures like that rat won't appear. So then what are you supposed to do once you get that profile verified? Ready? Catch it?
Come on. All right. So the next step you want to do, and listen, by the way, if you are, you're like, wait, I don't know about all this information. Don't worry about it. We actually have a guide here that we're going to show you in a second. You can just download this, 32 pages. It walks you through step by step by step. And we actually have 3 videos on top of it that will make sure that you can get this, nail it, and you'll be super good. You'll be ahead of your competition really fast. All right, so the next thing you do, you've claimed this thing. What do you do now? How are you going to make this work for your customers? Well, what I would do is start posting relevant things. Remember, Google had social, they had Google+, it had social kind of platforms before. This is where it's put all its energy. So make sure that you start posting any events you're doing, any kind of photos, short videos up to 30 seconds.
Offers.
Offers are the key. So if you post an offer, if you have a special going on, put it on Google My Business. That means people are going to find you in Google on search near the top. Remember, I had a client that actually came to me a few years ago and said, please do some SEO for my website. Instead, we just optimized the Google My Business. They were on page 5. They went to page 1 in less than 30 days through Google My Business. So they could find you on Google My Business, see that you have an offer, and go boom, right to your landing page, your sales funnel, if you have one, or your website, whatever it is, and claim that offer, and you get a new customer like that.
So let me tell you the next most important tip.
You're talking out of turn.
Let me tell you the next most important tip, and that's to get your happy customers and clients to post reviews. It can be 2 or 3 sentences. If they've reviewed you someplace else, on LinkedIn, on your Facebook page, on Yelp, on ZocDoc, you name it. ZocDoc for doctors. Okay? We've got a lot of people who are service providers here. Get them to cut and paste it, put it in an email and say, please upload this to my Google My Business profile. All they have to do is put the name of your business in the search bar. That beautiful knowledge graph will come up, that beautiful full-page presentation of your business, and they just put the reviews in and make sure you get those stars. That really is important for ranking. Your turn. What else?
All right, so you know what else you can do? You can actually have an iPad at your business that can help people get there. And there's actually a link. We'll show you how to do it in the thing. But they can click on a link and go straight to your profile and actually do a review. All right, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to download the Google My Business app on your phone. It's called My Business. And you can turn on something called instant messaging. So what does that mean? That means that if you're on a slow day maybe, a customer can actually see you in Google and say, I wonder if they do this, or I wonder if and they go, I don't have time to call. Can I just message? Yes, they can message you through the app. You'll get a notification. You can answer them in real time, and maybe within 10 minutes they could be at your door ready to buy. Your turn.
Oh
Come
my
on.
goodness. Let's summarize. So this is really your Google My Business profile is Google's new social media forum merged and combined with the power of its search function. And in order to really do this right, you remember, let's verify and claim your listing. Let's optimize it with all of the right, accurate information and post something at least once a week. Now, it used to be that the posts would disappear after 7 days, but I just heard that it is not disappearing. Those
Really?
posts are going to live and show up in search. Absolutely. That just came out this week, by the way. That's why we're talking about this. And remember, once you get to get those reviews, because it's important for not only ranking, but your reputation.
And take a look down in the comments. We just shined that thing on the site. If you didn't see it real quick, there it is. You can claim that 32-page 3-video extravaganza and make sure that you get a jump on your competition, that you get ranked first before they do. That you can just do it right there and you can get started. All right?
Thank you. And thank you for watching. And be sure to keep watching the Ad Man and Robin Show. Remember, we're posting on the YouTube channels for Grow Now Marketing, where Kyle is the CEO, and Digistar Media, where I'm the CEO. We're 2 top agencies in Westchester, New York. And what else? See you next
Give me my egg
week.
back.
All right, let's see if you're going to be able to come with me next week. Are you going to drop it?
All right, we'll see you next week.